It's now my honor to introduce this year's keynote speaker, Fran Harris. Absolutely. Fran graduated from Moody College with a degree in journalism in 1987. During her time at the University of Texas, Fran was the captain and leading scorer of the women's basketball team, the undefeated 1986 women's team, and she helped guide them through a national championship winning season. Her college days were only the beginning of her career in athletics, though. Fran joined the WNBA in 1997, where she helped the Houston Comets secure their first championship title. Since then, she's made Moody School of Journalism and Media proud. She served as an announcer for ESPN, Longhorn Network, SEC and ACC networks. She's been part of HGTV's Home Rules and currently works as a TV analyst for the WNBA's Dallas Wings. Fran is a driven and successful entrepreneur. She's the founder of Exalt, a developmental women's basketball league, co-founder of the Athletic Club sports complexes, and the creator of Electra, the first electrolyte drink developed by and for women. Her accolades and accomplishments don't even stop there. Fran is a Fortune 100 consultant. She is the author of 20 books. 20. Sought-after media personality with appearances on shows like Good Morning America, The Today Show, Shark Tank, CNBC, CNN, Fox Business, and Oprah's radio network. In 2025, Fran was awarded the Texas X's Distinguished Alumnus Award. That award celebrates UT alumni who have distinguished themselves in their profession, their community, and through service to the university. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Fran Harris to the podium.
Anita, thank you so much for that wonderful announcement. Moody College graduates, I know we just met, but I want to share a very private moment that happened this morning when I walked into the building. I don't know if you saw the shoes or not, if you saw the shoes, but when I walked in today, someone said, "Those are the coolest shoes. Are those red?" And I want you to know, because we're graduates together, that I would never, ever wear red or maroon or crimson to the graduation at the University of Texas. So it's a great day to be a Longhorn, and I just wanted to make sure I was in the right building, and I want to make that promise to y'all. As I listened to my introduction, and I appreciate that again, Anita, you hear about all the wins that I've had in my life, and winning is fun, yeah? Winning is a lot of fun, and I did a lot of winning with our team here at the University of Texas. But I would be remiss if I didn't share with you some of the losses in my life, because those losses actually propelled me to serial championship. And I want to make sure that you understand that life is not always going to be about wins, but it's really about how you respond to adversity and losses. So I've had some L's. I've got a lot of dubs in my life, but I've also had some L's in my life, and I want to share 3 of those. The first L happened in 1981. I was 16 years old. I had just won a Gifted Student Exchange Award to go and spend the month in Mexico as an exchange student. My mom dropped me off at DFW Airport. I disappeared into the airport and was going to be away for 1 full month from my family. The next morning, I'm playing volleyball at the school, and I noticed that the directors are looking at me. I mean, I thought I was pretty good at volleyball, but they were staring at me, so I thought we must be playing pretty well. They said, "Come over, we got something we want to tell you." They said, your brother called, you've got to go home, your grandmother died. Now, I'm 16 years old, and I'm thinking, well, if my grandmother died, why didn't my mother call me? And sure enough, within 24 hours, my mother had died. No warning, no goodbye, just gone. That loss taught me something I carry with me every single day. Tomorrow is not promised. So be kind, be honest, be real, keep it a buck, and be ready for whatever comes. And don't wait to tell people that you're sorry, that you love them, that you appreciate them. L number 2, Don't look ahead. Now, the second L came right here at the University of Texas. My junior year as a basketball player, I was loving my communication classes. I had just landed my first internship with KVUE, the ABC television affiliate, still here today. Our basketball team at that time was 28-2, #1 ranked team in the country. I was Southwest Conference Player of the Year, 3-year starter, team voted MVP. Your generation would say I was fire. It was March 22nd, 1985, NCAA regional tournament, the weekend before the Final Four. All we had to do was to get back to Texas and get back to Austin was to win 2 games in Western Kentucky. So we're playing this little team nobody had heard of called Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And the game was tight. I want you to imagine a game in Moody, sold out arena. The score was 90-90. 2 seconds remaining in the ball game. They inbound the ball. They threw the ball to their superstar, Lily Mason. We watched the ball go in the air. She grabbed the ball, jumped up, shot a jumper, made it. Our season is over. Our season was over. And that was the longest ride back to Austin I've ever had in my life. We were not only not going to the Final Four that we were hosting in the Frank Irwin Center, rest his soul, we were not going to be playing for a Final Four. By the way, that same team that lost in Western Kentucky came back the following year, my senior year, and went 34-0. Not one single loss our senior year, and won the very first championship at the University of Texas for women's basketball. So that was L number 2. L number 3, the one that got away. Now this L is still a little bit fresh because it happened in this building. February 2025, right here in Moody, I'm sitting next to the band. It's Texas Women's Basketball Alumni Weekend, so it's a very festive weekend. And I know it's festive because we were into Texas! Texas! That was Moody. But 5 days earlier, something momentous and historical had happened. I had led a group of people and investors to bring a WNBA expansion team to Austin. And they were supposed to be telling us whether we were going to get the team around the time that I'm sitting in Moody where Texas women's basketball is playing LSU. And I'm thinking, we've got everything. We've got Kevin Durant, we've got me, we've got Moody, we've got Austin, everything we need to bring an expansion team to Austin. New arena, strong ownership, everything. Nobody had what we had, top to bottom. The media asked me if I thought Austin had a good chance of getting a WNBA expansion team. I said, if it's a fair situation, hell yeah! If it's not, if we have to be an NBA arena, then we stand a chance of not getting that. So back to the game. 10 seconds remaining for Texas women's basketball to beat LSU. And my phone starts going crazy. Bzz, bzz. I look down at my phone, and there's a notification from ESPN. Cleveland awarded 16th expansion team in the WNBA. My heart dropped, not gonna lie. I wanted to cry. Okay, not gonna lie, I did cry. But at the same moment, there was victory in this arena with our women's basketball team, and people didn't know if I was crying because I was happy or crying because I was sad. But I'll let you guys in on it. I was pissed! How did they pick Cleveland? Have they ever even been to Austin? How do you pick Cleveland over Austin? I was having a full meltdown. Then I heard a faint whisper, not from ESPN, not from my phone, not from my friends who were all texting me, asking me if I had seen the notification from ESPN, but from right here on the 40 acres. What starts here, y'all know the rest, changes the world. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna give myself 48 hours to cry. and cuss some more. But after 48 hours, we ride. Because one thing I know about Longhorns is if you give us some lemons, oh, we're gonna make some lemonades. We're gonna make some lemon drop martinis. We're gonna make some whiskey sours. Okay. Whiskey sour group, hey. And we're gonna make some lemon pound cake, kind of like Starbucks does. I love that lemon pound cake. Don't judge me. Because that's what Longhorns do. We make lemonade. We turn disappointment into drive. We make a mess into a message. So I climbed on my metaphorical bevo, and bevo said, Fran, I'm not a horse, get off me, girlfriend. And I said, relax, it's a metaphor, big guy. The lesson is this, here's the truth, y'all. Life is going to throw you some curveballs. My mother's death, curveball. Last second shot that broke my team's heart in 1985, curveball. Cleveland getting the bid that should have gone to Austin, travesty. We're always going to get curveballs. Sometimes in the ninth inning, sometimes in the fourth quarter when the score is 90-90 and you think your team is going into overtime. Sometimes when you do everything right. And here's the part nobody tells us. The world owes you nothing. But you do deserve everything you're willing to work for. And what I've learned on this campus and beyond is this. The most valuable currency in your life is not money. It's relationships. It's not your net worth, it's your network. Because opportunities travel through people, y'all. Doors open through people. Dreams become real through people. Look around. Seriously, look around. These aren't just your classmates and instructors. These are your future business partners, your producers, your collaborators, your investors, your spouses maybe, your ride or dies. Protect these relationships. Build them, invest in them. Moody graduates, the world doesn't need more content. It needs more courage. It needs more truth, more bold storytellers, more good troublemakers. That's me, and that's you. So when life throws you a bullet pass, yeah. So when life throws you a bullet pass on the fast break and you're not looking, or a fastball when you least expect it, and it will, don't duck, swing. And if you miss, swing again. And because you're a Longhorn, I want you to saddle up on that metaphorical bevo and you ride. Because what starts here changed our lives so that we can go out there and change the world. Congratulations, class of 26. The world is waiting for you. We ride. We ride at dawn. Hook 'em.